Hey everyone, Logan here again with another game that's currently on Kickstarter. This one is called Warmonger. It plays a lot like War, the old game you remember when you were a kid, but this has a little bit of differences and a couple cards that change it. We're going to take a look at it at the table, and then we're going to go look through the cards, look through a couple of things, and then me and GothyLox are going to do a quick playthrough, a couple turns, so you can see the skirmishes, the battles, you can see how the Warmonger cards look, and how it all plays. It's for 1 to 4 players, but it can accommodate up to 6 players because of the way the cards are. It also has robot players. It's got solo players, so 1 player, and you'll see that in the playthrough. It's for 14 and up, and it plays in about 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how many players you got. Let's go ahead and take it to the table, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's everything you get in the Pack of Death Kickstarter version that got sent to me. This is the Kickstarter Preview version. So go ahead and take a look at some of the cards here, and then we'll get to a little bit of gameplay between me and GothyLox. So just like in a regular game of War, you get 52 regular cards. You can see the backs right there. It's got a bunch of bombs on them. And they're just a regular deck of cards from Ace to King. You can see the aces like this. I think the spades has it where it says Warmonger on it. If I can find the ace of spades. Hold on. Let's see if I can... Oh, it's somewhere in the deck. Okay, but they're just a regular deck of cards. We have them like that. 52 cards. Just to play, just like a regular game of War. Because this plays a lot like that with the skirmishes and the battles. But there's a few little tweaks. Like the jokers. So we got 52 cards there. You've got the different jokers. There's 5 of these where it says, "This means war," bang, in the middle of it. If one of these comes up whenever you're playing a skirmish, it starts an all-out war between all players. Otherwise, an all-out battle between all players. Otherwise, a battle is started whenever people have the same number, just like in a regular game of War. But this will start a battle between everybody. And you see there's 5 different ones. You see they got 2 different numbers spread on A6, 2, 7, all the way up like that. So whenever you're playing and these come out, that'll go like that. And there's different rules for these during a battle, which we'll get to later on when they come up. There's also 3 jokers that have 3 numbers each. And so when these come up during a skirmish, you'll count the highest number on the card. Otherwise, they have different rules during the battle. During the battle, you can use them as any numbers. And that's also, I'll say, these also, when these come up during a battle, you can use them as any number. Of course, an ace counts as 1 or 11. These you can use as any single number that's on there to count towards your battle score, which we'll go over during the gameplay. You also get 4 rule cards. They're double-sided. You see he's got the rules 1 through 8 there, set up in there, also on the other side. They go through all the rules of the game right on the cards, so you don't have to have a little rule book. You can just refer to the cards like that. You get a superpower card, which designates who scores last during the battles. Whoever wins in a battle gets this card, so it'll go around the table shifting depending on who is the superpower. You also get a little table organizer card that tells you where to set your casualty cards, new Warmonger cards, and use the Warmonger cards. Now there's also a downloadable sheet off the website for Igpay games, or igpay.com, that you can download and use, which is what we'll be using during the playthrough of the game. But you can also use this card if you're limited on space, and it also tells you about the game on the back. Now, what makes this different from regular Game of War for Warmonger is these Warmonger cards right here. The Warmonger cards have different rules, and at the beginning of the game, everybody will start with a 1 Warmonger card in hand. And then they'll be able to play them at any time. And they do different things. They can adjust battle scores. They can let you look at people's face-down cards during battle and different things. You can see a couple of them right here, like the Minister of Sour Grapes. Say after losing a war, instead of the player's battling cards going to the winner of the war, all players' cards go to the casualty pile and nobody wins. And they have different abilities like that. And there's a lot of these. They get shuffled up. You deal out 1 at a time to players. And then during a battle, whoever loses the battle gets to draw a new Warmonger card and add it to their hand. Of course, the winner of the battle gets a superpower card. So it's a way to keep getting new cards. Also, this game is for 1 to 4 players, but it can support up to 6 players. But say you want to play by yourself, you're like, how do you play war by yourself? There's a bunch of robot cards that you can use as other opponents, and they got different rules for them on here about how the robot player would play. Like the instigator, he turns up cards until getting a 16 or better battle score. If the instigator loses a war, then all other players immediately enter into a war with each other while the instigator watches. So not only can you use it in a game solo by yourself, but you can also use it as extra player when playing with other people. And there's a bunch of robot cards, so you can use them as extra players there. And then there's just a bunch of flavor cards telling about a lot of different stuff about the game, publishing, and different stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get to the gameplay. Me and GothyLox will set up, and we'll show you how the turn order goes, and hopefully be able to finish a full game. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so here we have the board set up, and this is the page I was talking about, which you can download from Igpay.com, like it says right there, Warmonger. Right here is where we'll keep the new Warmonger cards. This is where the stack will go. Here's any casualty cards we'll have, which go into the stack after battles have been dealt with. And over here is any used Warmonger cards that we play. They go in the stack right here. So just a quick layout. You know, they have that card that comes with the game that you can use. But this is a nice page to print out and have. So at the beginning of the game, you go ahead and shuffle up the deck and deal out all the cards evenly. Now these have the 52 regular cards and the 8 Joker cards that we saw before. So we'll go ahead. Since there's 2 players, deal them out evenly between us. And the superpower card is going to go to the player to the left of the dealer. So that will be GothyLox. Go ahead and take the superpower card. That means that she will score last in battles. It gives you an advantage to see what everybody else played and exactly how far you want to go during the battles. Get these all going here. I've already shuffled up the Warmonger cards, so we'll each be taking one of those. So Gothy will go Warmonger card, I'll get a Warmonger card, and we'll go ahead and place the new ones right there. Now once you shuffle the cards, you don't look at them, you don't deal them, you just keep them right in the stack. Got a Warmonger card here. Let's see what it does real quick. Okay, place that over here. And so first you're going to start off doing skirmishes. Skirmishes are basically turning over, just like a regular game of war, turning over the top card and comparing the numbers. Of course, the higher one wins. Highest card is an ace. The lowest card is a 2. So go ahead and turn over. So since Gothy has the king, hers is higher, and when you take them, you put them on the bottom of your deck, like so. And then you go to another skirmish, an ace, so she wins. Say 2, 3, so she wins. And this is how the games usually go, with her winning. Now see, this is mine, so we'll go to the bottom of my deck. This is mine. And you keep going until you come where you get the same card, which hopefully we'll see pretty soon. Oh, see, we got This Means War, so that's one of the special jokers. These cards get set out to the side, and we're going to start a battle. When you start a battle, you place 3 cards face down, like so, and the last one is face up. Now, the person to the left of the superpower will start calculating their battle score first. And how you calculate battle scores basically with blackjack rules. You're trying to make 21 or under, or as close to 21 as you can possibly get. So you can see, I've got an ace showing, so right now my battle score is either a 1 or an 11. GothyLox has one of the special jokers showing, so her battle scores, any of those 3 numbers show 1, either a 10, a 7, or 4, and she'll take those into account when she's totaling her battle score. You also got to remember we have our Warmonger cards that can change battle scores depending on what they do. So since it starts with the player to the left, it'll start with me. So this is either 1 or 11, so I'll turn up the next card. You turn them over 1 at a time, trying to total up your score. And you can stop at any time. You don't have to reveal all the cards. So I can see right here, count that as 11. Face cards count as 10, just in regular, blackjack. So I've got a 21 right here. So I'll go ahead and stop.
Are you sure?
Yes, I will stop. So battle score will go over to GothyLox. She'll turn over top card. So now she either has a 19 if she decides to pair with the 10. She's got a 16 if she pairs with the 7. Or she's got a 13 if she pairs with the 4. And she can say she can stop right now, but she's a 19. She would lose to me. Or she can choose to keep going. Okay. So she obviously is going to pair it with the 4 right there. 7, 4 is 11. plus the 9 will give her 20. So she's still going to lose. So she stops right there. No, right? Or do you want to keep going? You want to get that last card right there?
That's 20, right?
That's 20. Okay, let's see. She's got a
Plus
special...
9.
Which one do you have right there? The sniper. So the sharpshooter can change the course of a battle with a single bullet in the right place at the right time. Adds +1 to a battle score. Okay, so she's adding +1 to her battle score. So that makes it 21. So we're tied. If you tie in a battle, what do? You play another battle. So we'll move these cards closer to the middle so we make more room here on camera. And we'll go ahead and... sorry. Okay. I already know what that one is. Let's go ahead and take that one out for right now. Place it down. Oh, yeah, I put it as the one that I showed since I accidentally flipped it. Okay, so there was no winner in this battle. We're just doing another battle, so I'll still score first. Let's see, I'll turn over one card since I have a 10 battle score showing. That's a Jack.
Oh, come on!
I'll stay right there at 20. So I'm done scoring for this battle. We'll go ahead and... She's got 6. She can count that as a 1 or 11, so you can either count that as a 7 or 17. And another 1 or 11. So obviously she's lost this battle. So the person that loses the battle...
I'm pretty sure I won.
But no, you lost. She's going to discard her Warmonger card right there in the used pile. All the cards that were used in the battle and the skirmish that starts the battle go to the victor of the battle, as well as the superpower card will switch sides to me. She gets a Warmonger card for losing the battle to add to her stack. And you take all the cards that were involved in the battle in the skirmish, you shuffle them up real quick, and you place 2 of them randomly into the casualty pile. Well, you place 1 card for each player that was involved in that battle. So, just doing quick side shuffles here, and take 2 of the cards, place them...
It'd be 4, wouldn't it?
No, it's just 2 of us.
Because there's 2 battles?
Oh, 2 battles, yes, I'm sorry. It's for each battle. Yeah, so there will be 4 cards. See, even I get rules wrong sometimes. Gothy has to remind me. So 4 cards in the casualty pile, and then everything that was left over from the battle that I won goes on the bottom of my stack, like that. And you keep play continues like this until either side runs out of cards. The last person left with cards in their stack wins. So we'll go ahead and play some more skirmishes and maybe need another battle. That goes to Gothy. That goes to you again. Oh, another war. So we'll go ahead and start this off like that. 1, 2, 3. And I've got a 2 showing for my battle score. Gothy's got a king, so it counts as a 10. So she's got 18. She's going to risk flipping up. Oh, she busts. So when you bust, you automatically lose the war right now.
Bam.
Oh, she's got another Warmonger. Lady Luck. Lady Luck smiles upon thee. Whatever the numbers are, the cards in your current battle score, even if you went over 21, the battle score is now 21. So she equals hers to 21. I'm pretty sure you're staying right there, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a 2. Let's go ahead and see. This counts as, just like the other Jokers, even though it has the bang, it doesn't start another all-out war. It just counts as whatever numbers are there. So let's go 9 right now. So that's 11. So I'm hoping for a face card or a 10 right here. We can end this right now. No, it's 5. So I've got 16 at highest. I've got 11 at lowest. Let's see, and a 10. So that's a 21. So once again, we tie in the battle. I've got a 21 between the 10. 5 and 4 is 9, and then 2 is 21 altogether. So we start out another battle going on here. 2, 3, and 1 face up one. And since I'm super powered, Gothy will score first. She's got a 17.
I don't know if I want to stay or keep going.
Whichever you choose.
I'll go.
Yeah, she's going to keep going. Which one of those numbers do you want to keep?
The 2.
The 2. Okay, so she's got 19 right now because she's going to use a 2 from that Joker. So I've got to beat a 19 in order to win all-out battle. I'll go, let's see, I've got 8 or 3. So let's see, so it's either 18 or 13. And 9. Yeah, 22 is the lowest number that I can make between the 10 from the king, the 9, and the 3. So I end up losing. So her Warmonger card goes into the discard pile right there. She will get all these. And since we played 2 battles, she will be discarding 4 cards total. She gets the Superpower card, and I get to draw a Warmonger card, and add it to my hand. Okay, add it to the ones I've already currently got right there. And so she'll keep doing that, and I'll prepare for another skirmish. I think we'll go a little bit more. So there's 4 cards into the casualty pile. And the casualty pile, you know, it keeps it so that everybody will eventually have no cards in play other than just somebody randomly, or during play, getting 0 cards. So a couple more skirmishes. Oh, that goes to Gothy. Oh, it's another all-out war. So we'd play another all-out war. No, okay, fine. She wants to play it out. She wants to play it out. We'll do it all for the video reviews, right? Okay. So since you're superpower, I score first. So 5. It's a 15 right there. No, I'll choose to go with a 6. That's 21. Now I'll stay. I don't care about that last one. Oh, 16 for you. Sorry about that. And that's a 20. You want to risk flipping that last card?
Either way, I've lost.
No, yeah. Alright, so she's got 22. So yeah, so she busts. She went over 21. So this battle goes to me. Go ahead and take all the cards. Shuffle them up real quick. And since this is only 1 battle, we only put 2 cards in there rather than those 4. Pick 1, 2, put them off to the side, and let's go on to the bottom of the deck. I won, so I get the Superpower card. Gothy gets a Warmonger card, and you're ready for another skirmish. So that's your basic playthrough. The robot cards add a little bit of different things. I'm holding a card right here that it's a military recruiter that I can take 3 cards from the casualty pile and add them to the bottom of my deck. So there's cards that let you actually manipulate the casualty pile. Some of them let you look at the face-down cards to kind of get an advantage over different players. So that's your basic gameplay. Let's go ahead and get to the good, bad, and ugly review. Okay, bottom line is that Warmonger is a great take on an old classic game. The Warmonger cards really give it that little spice to change it up and add some new mechanics to the game. The bad I have is the tuck box. I don't like tuck boxes. Everybody knows. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I don't like tuck boxes. This one isn't that bad since the cards that it comes with fully fill the box, so there's not that extra space for stuff to be sliding around, and it's hard to open the box because the lid gets stuck in there. So I like the design on there. It looks like a certain brand of cigarettes, which really goes with the death theme with war. It's a great game. Go ahead and check it out on Kickstarter. And let's go ahead and help them get it funded.